Hi to all my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what to expect within the next 3 months. Each pile is going to include 3 categories, which will be career, love, and finances. So now I'm going to be showing you your crystals. So for pile number 1, we have pyrite. For pile number 2, we have green aventurine. And for pile number 3, we have rose quartz. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you are most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or all of them. Your intuition will always know best. You can also pause the video if you need more time. And if you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamp for your pile in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Bye! Hi there, my magical star beings. This is going to be your pile preparations, where I pull your cards in advance. If you weren't wanting to watch the pile preparations and wanted to watch pile number 1, please click on the timestamp in the description box below. I will also be listing all the tarot decks and oracle decks I use below. So now we're going to start off with pile number 1. So I'm just going to put that crystal there. So this is career, love, finances. So spirit guides of pile number 1 with the pyrite crystal. Can we please look into what they should expect in love within the next 3 months? Spirit guides of pile number 1, can we please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months for finances? Okay. Spirit guides of pile number 1 with the pyrite crystal. What should they expect within the first 3 months? Well, in the next 3 months, in terms of their love life. And in terms of finances. Career, love, finances, okay. Spirit guides of pile number 1 with the pyrite crystal. Can I please have 2 cards for what they should expect in the next 3 months for their finances? I mean, for their career. One more card for career. Love, please. finances. Spirit guides of pile number 1, can I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months? 4 cards for career, please. Love, please. And finances, please. One, two, three, four. Okay. Spirit guides of pile number 1. May I please have 4 cards for what to expect within the next 3 months for career, for love, and for finances. Okay. So now I'm going to organize the cards for pile number 1 and put them back here. Okay, now we have pile number 1 done. Now we're going to move to pile number 2. Spirit guides of pile number 2. May I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of love and finances, spirit guides of pile number 2 with the green aventurine crystal. Please show me what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career, love, and finances. Spirit guides of pile number 2. Please show me what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career, love, finances. Spirit guides of pile number 2, can I please have 4 cards for what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career, love, finances, Spirit guides of pile number 2, may I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career, one, two, three, four. Love, finances, so now I'm going to organize pile number 2, put the cards together, and then I'm going to start with pile number 3. We have pile number 2. Now we're going to start with pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3, may I please look into what they need to expect within the next 3 months. Can I please have a card for love, finances, Spirit guides of pile number 3, may I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months in their career, love life, and finances. Spirit guides of pile number 3, may I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career, finances, love and finances. Okay. Spirit guides of pile number 3, career please, love please, what should they expect within the next 3 months, spirit guides of pile number 3, may I please look into what they should expect within the next 3 months in terms of career? I'm now going to organize pile 3 and place it here. So that was your pile preparations, my lovely magical star beings. I will see you at the timestamp for your pile. Bye. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this pyrite crystal, this is your reading. Each pile is going to include 3 categories. So we're starting off with career, then we're going to move on to love and finances. So now I'm going to add all your tarot cards and your oracle cards so you can see what this reading is about. Okay, so for pile number 1, for career, okay, the first card we have, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Second card we have quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Then we have the Knight of Cups. Then we have the King of Swords. Your tarot cards. We have the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of Cups. We have the 5 of Inspiration, which is the 5 of Wands. Then we have the Fool. And the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. Now we have the 3 of Cups. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Tower card. I don't want you to worry about this card, please. And lastly, we have the 6 of Swords. I'm just going to organize your cards quickly and then I will be back. So my pile number 1s, now that we have your cards organized and laid out, I'm going to get into your reading about what I see for what to expect for the next 3 months in terms of your career. So the first thing I'm noticing with the Oracle card, the Wind Fairy, thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis, I feel many of you, my pile number ones, starting off this year really thinking and evaluating something in terms of your career. So some of you could be thinking of trying something new in terms of starting a whole new career, because maybe with the Tower card, maybe you feel it's not really aligned to what you want right now. Because if you look to the Five of Wands, we have different mirrors here. And as per the context of the cards, I feel the feeling of, we are ever changing as humans. So sometimes we have to take a leap of faith and try something new. If something isn't aligned to us anymore, or it isn't quite fitting what we feel is best for us in that moment. So I feel with this, a lot of you are pondering and thinking deeply about whether you should or should not. For others of you, I feel this is maybe you felt before with the Tower card that, you had to mend yourself according to what other people wanted, here with the Five of Inspiration. And you're deep in thought thinking about what really shows my authentic self, where it's something I want and I can still make money off of it. For example, like a project where you're not wanting to do what other people want anymore necessarily, and masking yourself, but rather wanting to take a leap of faith and do something more authentic to you. So my pile number ones, I feel a lot of you in the beginning of January side now, to the time you're watching this reading, a lot of you are in very contemplative moods where you're analyzing things and you're thinking what is best for me according to who I am right now in this moment. What is best for me and how can I offer myself, like here with the Nine of Cups, it's showing a person holding a love letter. How can I offer myself more love, my future self more love in terms of what I want to do for career, and being honest with myself for what I want and what I love. Because the Knight of Cups is all about going after something you really love, even if some people may think it's naive, even if some people may put you down. The love you have for that can actually push you forward. We have the King of Swords as well, so this tells me that a lot of you within the next 3 months are going to be making a decision based off of your own mind and your own logic of what you feel is best for you. But I feel with the Queen of Emotions, for a lot of you, the Queen of Cups, a lot of you are going to be feeling like you want to be emotionally connected to your career. You don't want to wear a mask or to the projects you want to create in your career. So I feel for my pile number ones, the first month or so, you're going to be deep in thought, perhaps making pros and cons lists about what I should do, what decision should I make for myself in terms of my logic, but also what I feel I want for me. And it's going to take a lot of thought, which is why they suggested a lot of quiet time for you to analyze your thoughts and meditate and contemplate. You are being reminded, my pile number ones, that you are being infinitely supplied, as we see in the infinite supply card. And you're being infinitely supplied in your career. The Fool card talks about taking a leap of faith and trusting in the universe, trusting that the universe will catch us in that leap of faith. I see that even though this may seem a bit scary, it's going to take a lot of courage, but as well, I see the universe supporting you and saying you're going to be supplied for. Make smart decisions, because we have the King of Swords. So make smart decisions in terms of what you feel is best for you, but also don't limit yourself with the Tower card by doing something that is not aligned to you and your personality and what you want. So I see a lot of you leaving behind that part of yourself that wants something that is not for you with the Tower card, wants something that is not energetically aligned to you or that you don't enjoy. And then I feel with the Three of Cups right opposite the Queen of Cups, a lot of you are going to be really emotionally connected to your career, to this next phase of your career. You're going to be really emotionally connected to it, putting your heart into it is what I feel. And for some of you, you're going to be using the best strengths you have in terms of you as a person and your multidimensionality, because we see different mirrors here and how we change as human beings over time. So I see you using your strengths together as a whole, like a puzzle piece. And I see a lot of you finding that inspiration again to push forward and to follow your dreams and follow what brings you passion and fills your soul up with joy. So my pile number ones, like I said, the first month you're going to be contemplating, really thinking about what's best for me, trying not to also fight with yourself on that, trying to let the ideas flow. In the second month, I feel a lot of you maybe being a little bit more sure on what you want to do in terms of what you've researched, what you've thought about, the pros and cons lists. And then I feel towards the third month, a lot of you are going to be taking that leap of faith or risk in terms of your career, whether this is for a project or a new career completely, like a new change completely. It will depend on the person watching this. But I feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a huge leap of faith you're taking, and the universe is going to catch you. And you'll see as time goes by, because you chose something that is more aligned to you, you're getting rewarded by the universe with an infinite supply of wealth, happiness, abundance, joy with the Nine of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles talks about planting a seed and it growing into a beautiful garden over a period of time. So this may take some time for this to grow into something that you can start eating the fruits and enjoying the hard work you've put in. But I feel in the end it will be all worth it. So that was your career reading, my pile number ones. I'm now going to remove all these cards and I'm going to lay out the cards for love. Hi there, my pile number ones again. This is your love part. So now I'm going to be taking a look at what cards you have. The first oracle card we have is the butterfly with the word beauty on it. The second card we have is go outside. You have been indoors for too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. The second card we have is prosperity. The universe is pouring out its abundance to you. Be open to receiving. The third card we have is the Nine of Coins, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Next we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Materials, which is the Two of Pentacles. We have the Empress, We have the Hermit. We have the Ten of Emotions, which is the Ten of Cups. Oh, we have one extra card for you, my pal ones. The Two of Voices. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Okay, we have the Judgment card. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Emperor. I'm just going to organize these cards quickly for you, my pal number ones, and then I will get into the love reading. Okay, my pal number ones, now that we have your cards organized, I'm going to take a look at what we see here for your love reading. So since we have the first card being the Butterfly and that of Beauty, I feel for a lot of you, I'm feeling a lot of you might be single. Some of you might be in connections right now, but with the energy of Beauty and the Butterfly, which is a representation of more metamorphosis and transformation, I feel for a lot of you, within the next 3 months, you're going to start noticing a lot more of a sense of self-love, and also you're going to be looking in the mirror just feeling a lot more beautiful. Perhaps for some of you that are single, you're going to be going out more, showing off this glow up, showing off this new beauty. And for those that are in connections, I see you going out on a lot more dates with your partner and just feeling beautiful, like we have with the Empress card. Doesn't have to be dates where you go outside, but you know, your partner could be complimenting you more over the next 3 months. And it's just because I feel that for a lot of you, you're going to be in the element and feeling of love for a lot of the 3 months ahead, which is going to enhance your beauty. I see a lot of you just being connected to your heart, connected to your emotions, a lot of self-love, a lot of self-care. I see that energy. I see for some of you, you're being called to go outside. If you are single, perhaps you will be meeting someone within the next 3 months through going out and putting yourself out there in love. Doesn't just have to mean going out, could mean putting yourself out there, like with the Knight of Swords, without fear. So a lot of you, I feel, have the past, I feel like the past 9 months, you've been healing from some kind of heartbreak, some kind of heart healing is what I see. And over the next 3 months, this feeling is going to be very divine because we have 2 3s here. So you're getting a lot of support from the universe in terms of your love life. There's just this divine feeling around your love life, like the universe is pouring its most richest love out to you, my pal number ones, because we have prosperity and also the 9 of coins, which are both abundant cards. But since this is a love reading, I see that as the universe pouring out massive, massive love to you that is huge. For some of you, since we have an urn here, this could even be a passed on loved one bringing this love to you or bringing you closer to your partner. A lot of you are going to be making a choice over the next 2 months on who you want. Some of you could be having 2 people you choose out of. with the Two of Voices and Two of Materials. That's just for some of you. For others, I feel like your ancestors, your passed on loved one, is going to send you signs of like, this person is right for you. We've sent this person to you. And I feel with the Empress, your love is going to grow for this person over the next 3 months and also over the next year. I'm seeing your emotions, that emotional connection is going to grow. And the Empress is a card that in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, it usually represents a pregnant woman. So what I see from this is this love is going to be serious. This love is going to be big. It's not going to be just a normal relationship. It's going to be what I feel like a life partner or someone very long term. But I feel this love is going to grow slowly over time. This love is going to flow in. It's not just going to come by quickly. It's going to flow and it's going to take some time. We have a lot of water energy here with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Emotions. So I feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a serious connection with deep, deep feelings and emotions. And I feel this is going to be a connection where you're just getting that stability. You're getting security from this person. I feel a lot of you are going to choose this person and see how much stability this person brings into your life. And for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to feel like this person just matches me perfectly. I want to create a life with this person. I want to create beautiful memories with this person. And I'm so thankful for the universe for gifting me this love. So whether this is a romantic connection that is moving on to the next level, like marriage, kids, or whether this is a completely new relationship and you're growing feelings towards each other, I feel this is going to be big for you, my pile number ones. We have the Emperor and the Empress. So there's this feeling of like, this person is almost like my opposite, but they balance me out perfectly. Like we work together in a good way. Does that make sense, my pile number ones? So I see a lot of growth here in your connection, in your romantic life, my pile number ones. And whatever this is, I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited to see this play out in your love life. That was your love reading. I'm now going to be taking a look at your finances and I will be putting the cards out. My pile number ones, I'm now going to be looking into the last part of your reading, which is your finances. So I'm just going to lay out the cards for you. The first card we have is the High Priestess with the Oracle deck. So now we have unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay, interesting. Then we have focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Now we have the Two of Wands. Really interesting. We have the Judgment card. We have the Awakening card. We have the Magician. By the way, the Awakening card is the Judgment card in this deck. Okay, we have the Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups. We have the Six of Voices, which is the Six of Swords. we have the Devil, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Well. This is an extra card in this deck. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Wonderful. Okay, my pile number ones. Now I'm looking into your finances. So, interestingly enough, I want to start off by analyzing the Devil card. So, the Devil card talks about, things that don't serve us, things that just don't serve us well. It can be addictions or just like putting into ourselves like a void or bad habits. You know what I mean? So with the Devil card right opposite the Awakening card, I feel a lot of you are going to be having some realizations about maybe how you spend money, or maybe just how you spend money in a way that it's not serving you. And it's like you're going to have this realization that you're the one that creates everything for you in terms of your wealth, with your decisions, with the decisions that you make. So I feel like you're going to be evaluating within the next 3 months, what decisions have I made recently that haven't been good for my money, and what decisions have I made that have been good. Interestingly enough, we have a pendulum on the Well and the High Priestess, where she is looking into water and scrying. So I feel for a lot of you, what would be really beneficial is using your intuition to make choices on your money. And we have 2 Judgment cards, so it's almost like the universe is saying, if you want to improve your situation, try mix and match, try see what works for you in terms of your money. And when you focus your intention on what is important and what is needed first, you can make much more room for improvement, and it's not like you're confused about where your finances are going, my pile number ones. So your advice from your spirit guides over the next 3 months is to chill a little bit with the spending, especially on things that you don't need, things that are just there to fill a void. It's important to really evaluate each decision and think, is this good for me? Am I doing this to almost like, is it because I'm bored? Is it because I'm just not feeling good about my life that, I'm spending on this and this and that maybe I don't need, even if it's really small purchases like every day. I see you balancing things out and making better decisions in terms of your money, my pile number ones. And I see over the next 3 months, your money growing as you make better decisions with your money, because it's like the universe sees you having this realization. The universe checks up on you and is like, wow, they've been improving. You see this angel here? They've been improving their finances. They've been making better decisions. Oh my gosh, pile number 1 deserves extra money because they've really proved themselves wrong. And I see that the more and more love you put into your money, where it's like, okay, I'm buying this because I've saved up for it now and I really love it. And I'm not buying it to fill a void or anything like that. I'm buying it because I'm already happy and this is going to add to my happiness, rather than buying it to feel happy, is what I kind of get from the unconditional love card. And then I also feel like the universe, God, is going to bring you unconditional love through your finances. Notice you, what you're doing, the changes you're making in your finances, and give you a little bit extra. With the King of Pentacles, it's almost like right opposite the Six of Swords. It's almost like you don't know where your finances are going in the beginning of these 3 months, and then towards the end of the 3 months, your finances have grown, either by saving, by someone helping you out, by the universe helping you out. We don't know. But the King of Pentacles is an amazing card to get in finances. It is so much wealth. So I feel for you, my pal number ones, by the end of these 3 months, you're going to learn balance. You're going to also learn how to really be good with your money. And you're going to learn how to save, but also you're going to really be proud of yourself at the end of these 3 months, because you create your reality, you create your finances with every decision you make. So that was your reading, my pal number ones. I really hope that this resonated. I'm wishing you the best for the next 3 months. If you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. Please also comment if you enjoyed this reading and anything resonated with you, and then I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hi there, my pal number twos. If you picked this green aventurine crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the next 3 months, and this reading is going to be divided into 3 categories for career, love, and finances. So now I'm going to be adding your cards for you. Okay, so for pile number 2, the first card we have is Expect a Miracle. Have faith that your prayers are being heard and are being answered. The second card we have here is Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Next we have the Four of Swords. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Next we have the Knight of Emotions, which is the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Moon. We have the Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Wands. The Four of Voices, which is the Four of Swords. Next we have the Hierophant. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Swords. I'm just going to organize everything so that it looks nice for you, and then I'll be back. Okay, my pal number twos, now that we have your cards laid out and organized, I'm going to get into what I see here for the career aspect of what to expect for the next 3 months. So my pile number twos, the first thing I'm noticing is we have the Nine of Swords, which shows a person worrying. But then we also have the Four of Swords and the Guardian card letting you know that you're safe and protected in terms of your career. Perhaps some of you have been worrying about your career and needed that kind of like confirmation that you're being protected, that there's no need to worry, that it's okay to rest and sleep and not have nights up worrying about your career. Interestingly enough, I just noticed that there's looks like a little button there in the Nine of Swords card. And I feel with this next to the Hierophant card with the kind of angel wings and the Guardian card, a lot of you have guardian angels that are protecting you heavily in terms of your career. So maybe some of you have been thinking, with all the fire we see here and the Knight of Wands and also the Wands cards here, with all this fire energy, maybe a lot of you have a lot of passion, a lot of dreams, and maybe you're not sure of how you're quite going to get there yet. A lot of you are very creative and you have that creative spark to you where you want to try out new things and do certain projects and you want to move forward with this rush of energy. But maybe for some of you, you're feeling like, oh my gosh, we have a fly here. That's so interesting because actually flies represent the energy of kind of like, I would say jealousy and people kind of watching you. So with the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands talks about someone being inexperienced or just starting out. They're just learning. And maybe some of you have just started out or are still learning in your career. You're still getting to know what you're doing, but you have big dreams and goals. And some of you don't see your potential the way others do. Older people as well. So maybe some of you feel like, oh, it's going to be such a challenge to move forward, to do all of this because I'm just starting out. But the universe wants you to let you know to expect a miracle, that your prayers are going to be answered, that you're going to rush forward towards your dreams. And although there may be challenges with the Nine of Wands, it's right opposite the moon. So you're going to intuitively move through those challenges and maneuver through them. Since we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Emotions, right opposite the Hierophant, it's like the universe, your angels are seeing that, you know, you really have this love for what you do. You really wear your heart on your sleeve with what you do in your career. And it's like you're being called to believe in yourself more, even if you are just starting out. As you can learn and learn and learn more and more and more, and you're going to notice you having a lot of growth, even when there are challenges. The interesting thing is we have 2 Four of Swords cards. So you're being called to rest more over the next 3 months. And not rest in terms of, I'm just going to rest the whole 3 months and not doing any work. No, that's not the energy I see. It's more of the energy of like, when you feel these worries come on, try to get yourself in a calm, peaceful mood. Because when you're in a calm, peaceful mood, you can think clearly and communicate maybe to yourself in your mind what the next steps are, even when there are challenges and worries. You're ending the cycle of these challenges and worries and moving forward with passion in your career. Know that you are very, very protected. You're going to see yourself growing over the next 3 months and moving forward with this passion to learn more and to grow more. So there is some type of miracle being played out here by the end of these 3 months. And they're not telling me specifically what this is, but I feel for you it's probably to do with your dreams and goals in your career. You see the flies even coming back. Other people see your potential, but you may not. So it's important to remember your own potential, my pal number 2s, in terms of your career. I see a lot of creative projects going well, or you just creating your reality like the spider weaves its web. And not letting any flies get in the way, not letting any challenges get in the way of what you want to do, my pal number 2s. So that was your career reading for what to expect over the next 3 months. I'm now going to remove these cards and lay out the cards for love. So I'll see you in a bit. My pile number 2s, we're now moving into the love part of your reading for what to expect over the next 3 months. So the first card we had was protection. Interesting because we spoke about protection in the career part of your reading. Okay, next we have inner wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. The second card we have is cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Next we have the 5 of Swords. Next we have the 5 of Cups. 2 5s. A lot of synchronicities. Next we have the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. We have the 7 of Voices, which is the 7 of Swords. We have the 4 of Wands, 4 of Inspiration. We have the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. The 6 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. I'm going to organize your cards and I'll be back in a moment, my pile number 2s. Okay, my pile number 2s. Now that I've also looked at the cards a little bit, I kind of feel 2 separate energies, and it's just going to depend on, who you are watching this, what your situation is. But I'll tell you the 2 scenarios I see. So firstly, the first scenario I see is someone that is in a connection or they're about to be in a connection with a history here. So either past life history or, history that you've already met this person and they're coming back. And perhaps it's like outside forces being very jealous and envious of you. Now you see the fly is coming back. So it's almost like my pile number 2s, you have some people very, very much envying you and the things you have in your life, which is why you are so protected. Why it's coming out twice in your reading in 2 different spreads. So the other scenario I see is some people being in connections, relationships where there is a lot of history, or like I said, it's a past life connection, and the person perhaps maybe in the past, because we see the energies of the past here with the 5 of Cups and also the 6 of Cups here, we see like the past energies, you know what I mean? So perhaps some of you in the past have found this person betraying you, doing something behind your back. What I will say is, over the next 3 months, for those that are going to get in connections or are in connections where it's outside forces being very jealous of you, I want you to kind of look at the Page of Wands here. We have a cat facing this way towards the Five of Swords, representing betrayal. And then we have another cat facing this way towards the energy of like someone doing something behind your back, outside forces. So it's almost like your spirit guides don't want you to look either way, because you are protected. So you don't have to go look everywhere for like, okay, is this person out to get me, blah, 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 because you are protected. So it's almost like the universe wants you to look down, look here at 10 of Cups, and look at the beautiful connection you have, and almost like believe, trust in the universe, a higher power, that you are protected and that your connection is going to be strong and last a very long time. Because we have a couple with, you know, a baby, so it talks about a serious connection. Those that are in connections with or are going to maybe have someone come back, that maybe there was like betrayal or them doing something behind your back in the past, or a past life connection where it was like this in the past life. If it was a past life connection, I see it more so as you two coming together. It could be karmic in a sense, but coming together to heal that and to build a stronger foundation without lies or without manipulation or covering your true intentions. So remember that we all have free will. As much as it may be that the person always has the free will to choose to go either back to, you know, old circumstances, old illusions, or they can choose to build a new stable foundation with you. Same as those in connections where maybe their partner has done something behind their back, betrayed them in the past. They have the choice to now, in the present moment, either wear a mask, lie, manipulate, kill the relationship with the skull, or they can choose to build a stable connection with you, with love, healthy romance, healthy boundaries, healthy everything. So ultimately, it is a choice of them, and we can't choose for other people. So I want you, my pal number 2s, to trust your inner wisdom based on your situation and what you feel is best for you. What are your spirit guides sending you signs to do? What is your wisdom, your inner wisdom telling you to do? I don't want you to get stuck in the thoughts of like, people are out to get me, people are, you know, jealous of me, this and that. I want you to remember you're safe, you're protected. Even your home, they're showing me your home is protected. So my pal number 2s, those that, you know, are in these connections, I want you to trust what your intuition is telling you. And in terms of, you know, moving forward over the next 3 months, I feel there is going to be change because we have 2 5s. So either there's going to be change in terms of the universe protects you and takes, you know, these hidden enemies, these people that are jealous of your connection out of your life, or the universe shows you that, you know, this person's not right for you, they're still doing this, or the universe shows you, okay, this person has changed, they're truly changing and they're truly taking the time to show you through their actions and through their physical things they're doing. It's not like you can't see the change. You'll be able to see it. So open your eyes and see what they are doing in the physical, because we have the Queen of Pentacles right opposite the Eight of Swords. Not what they're telling you. Only their physical actions are going to tell you whether this person has truly changed. Ultimately, I feel this is going to be good for you, my pal number 2s. Whatever is meant for you will be, because remember, you are heavily protected. And the universe wants you to be in a happy connection. So remember that, my pal number 2s. Even if this phase might be a little bit hard or difficult right now, I do see change happening. And that was your love part for what's happening over the next 3 months, my pile number 2s. I'm now going to remove these cards and look at your finance part. My pile number 2s, now we're taking a look into your finances. The first card we have is the Raven, Magic, Coincidence, and Synchronistic Events. I'm now going to lay out your cards. So the first card we have for finances is Easy Does It. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Next we have Undying Love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Next we have the Nine of Wands. Then we have the Justice card. We have the Chariot. We have the Star. Next we have the Three of Voices, which is the Three of Swords. We have the Six of Inspiration, which is the Six of Wands. We have the Temperance card. We have the Justice card. We have the Hanged Man. And lastly, we have Strength. Just going to organize the cards nicely for you, my pile number 2s, and then I'll be back for your reading. Okay, my pile number 2s, now that we have your cards laid out and organized, I'm going to look into what I see here for finances. So interestingly enough, we have 2 Justice cards from different decks. You know, earlier we spoke about the jealousy against you and people just kind of like being very jealous and envious of you, my pile number 2s. But it's because here with the Star, the truth of the situation is you're always going to have many people just being jealous or envious towards you because you shine so brightly like a star. And that is one thing, one truth your spirit guides are giving you, is that there may always be people out there that are jealous of you or this and this and that, but you will find strength. And even if it takes you a little bit longer to find people around you that are good for you, that aren't going to send you kind of like this energy of evil eye or jealousy with the Magic card towards your finances and other areas of your life. Even if you wait a little bit longer to move through that disappointment, you'll eventually find strength and find people that are going to send you good energy towards your finances, that are going to be happy for you and your achievements, my pile number 2. So although we have the energy of like jealousy against you, as we spoke about before, we do have 2 Justice cards, and we have the Raven, Magic, Coincidence, and Synchronistic Events. So I do feel, since you are so protected, we also have a dove here representing the divine, and angel wings here in the Temperance card. Since you are so protected, it's almost like whatever jealousy anyone sends your way, the universe is going to make it known to you with the Justice card and the Owl here, and warn you who is sending you negative energy that's gonna almost like affect your finances in a way. They're going to make it known to you who is like that, but also the universe is going to make it go right back to them where they have to learn a lesson, where it's not going to affect you because you did nothing wrong here with the Justice card. It's like the universe is giving you justice, making magic happen where their negative energy is not affecting your finances, my pile number 2s. So I see that maybe some of you feel like, you need to get to a certain place in your finances at a certain time, but you're being reminded by Spirit that your journey is very unique, to almost take charge of what you can control right now and leave what you can't control. Because with the star here, I feel like there is going to be healing and also hope in your finances, but Spirit is always going to tell you the truth when it comes to the things you should be doing in your finances. So the Chariot tells me, take charge, put the freedom in your own hands, because her hands are out and there's horses, and to me horses represent freedom, financial freedom in this aspect. So take the financial freedom into your own hands by balancing things out in your finances, by thinking, what can I let go of that I don't need right now? What can I add to my finances? What can I invest? What can I do to balance out my finances to make it last longer throughout the month? And it's like you're almost not being in the energy of sadness, like, oh, woe is me, I don't have enough money for this is that. You're seeing things from a different perspective. You're seeing the truth of the situation, and you can no longer hide from the truth. So then you're thinking, okay, I need to take this into my own hands and create balance in terms of my finances, and be very strong and persistent to create success in my finances. So I see here with the 6 of Wands, by the end of this 3 months, you will learn real perseverance, real strength when it comes to your finances, where you're like, I have to be truthful with myself. I can't really spend on this, because if I spend on this, it's going to push me back. And even if there are obstacles and challenges with the 9 of Wands, she looks very happy in the card. It's like this warrior energy, like I will move through all these challenges because the universe is supporting me. And the more love I put into my money, the more it grows like a beautiful garden. And I trust that the divine is helping me. The star always talks about hope and trust in the universe. And by the end of these 3 months, you're going to see so much growth in your finances. You're going to finally take charge of your finances and create balance in your life. And you're also going to create a sense of success or achievement or accomplishment in your goal of your finances, my pile number 2s. So I see that since we have the Magic card and the star, the biggest message to take away from this: do what you can, focus on what you can control, and leave the rest up to the universe. And you'll see magic happen in front of your eyes, where the stars just align and things are flowing to you in terms of your finances. That was your reading, my pile number 2s. I really hope that this resonated with you and that this helped you in terms of your career, your finances, and your love life. I really wish you the best, my pile number 2s. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment if this video resonated with you, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be looking at what to expect within the next 3 months. We're going to be starting off with career, then love, then finances. So the first card we have is the cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. I'm going to lay your cards out for you to see. Okay, so for the first card we have the arts, express yourself through creative activities. Okay, second card we have is independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. Now we have the Four of Wands. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Next we have the Five of Emotions, which is the Five of Cups. Then we have the Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords. We have the Two of Inspiration, which is the Two of Wands. We have the Ten of Materials, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Now for the other tarot cards. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the King of Swords. A lot of sword energy and wand energy. Okay. We have the Page of Swords lastly. Okay, I'm just going to make sure your cards are organized, and then I'll be back in a moment. Okay, my pal number 3. So looking at your career reading here, we have a lot of sword energy and a lot of wands energy. So this tells me, I feel like a lot of you are going to be in a lot of mental energy in the next 3 months, probably thinking about what you're going to do, what you're going to do in the future. Just a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts. So you're being called over the next 3 months to try find a way to quiet the thoughts and find clarity through stillness, through quieting or calming down the thoughts and the anxieties here with the Eight of Voices. So it's almost like Spirit is asking you to focus on one thing at a time, or to not focus on, what could go wrong, but to rather focus on what you're supposed to do with what you have. So I will give an example with what I see here. So since we have the arts, let's just say someone is an artist, right? And this artist is a content creator. And this content creator creates content on, Instagram, posts their art on Instagram and sells their art on Instagram every week. Every week they have a sale where they post 3 or 4 different artworks, but they really have to work hard and put in the hours and organize their time and schedule to get everything done on time, to get everything sold so that they can pay for their home, things like that, everything they need. And it takes a lot of strength to create that type of independence. So let's say this artist, does that, but they have that certain amount of things they need to do every week. So that artist would then focus on one thing at a time with their priorities. That artist would think, okay, which one's my first top priority? What can I focus on right now instead of focusing on the fears and the worries? What can I focus on doing and putting out of the way so that I have room for more things to do as well? So it's all about managing your time, but also learning to notice when these overthinking thoughts come, or like these disappointment thoughts, like, oh, what if I mess up like last time? Last time's disappointment. What if I don't do this correctly or this? What if I'm disappointed in myself? What if? It's important to notice in that moment when you are feeling that way, and to almost ground yourself, put yourself back into the present moment of clarity. So when you're feeling this energy of like not feeling great about yourself, or maybe the type of work you're doing, or just feeling very disappointed in general in terms of your career, you're going to take that disappointment and feel it towards passion to create something better, because the Ace of Wands, right opposite the Five of Emotions, 5 is the number of change, and the Ace of Wands is the energy of creation. So I don't like what I'm experiencing right now, so I'm going to find a way to change and create something different. I don't like the way I'm feeling right now with so much on my mind, so I'm going to change that and create something different inside my thought process as well. So my pile number 3s, I feel the energy as well that a lot of you are very burdened with work, because there's this feeling of you having a lot on your plate with the 10 of Wands, right? There's this feeling of that, but the guidance you're getting from your spirit guides is here with nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. The advice you're getting from them is, when things are overwhelming, how can we delegate? Because we see 2 people here. How can we delegate so that this job is less stressful and that I can actually focus more on what I'm doing and really put my all into it? But I will say, the work you are going to put in is going to end up creating this energy of celebrations here in the 4 of Wands. The Swan. The Swan is interesting here. I'm not actually quite sure what the Swan represents, but when I was laying out this card, I saw an image of a swan, and I saw the image from this deck, this specific deck. I think it says something about trusting your psychic abilities. But when I think of swans, they're very delicate and flowy, and they're so beautiful, like when they're, swimming in the little lake. So it's almost like that energy is being put into your career, where you're thinking, okay, I really need to trust myself to be able to move forward and make decisions and create something better for myself, create independence and strength and success for myself. But in order to do that, I need to really persevere and believe in myself and trust in myself, and think pure thoughts, because if I think this way, it's not going to bring me anywhere. That's the kind of energy I feel with the Swan in context with the career reading. So with the 2 of Wands right opposite the King of Swords, I see the energy of wanting to do something here, having a big goal or big vision for what you want. But in order to get there needs to be structure, there needs to be order, there needs to be clarity in your mind, my pile number 3s, for what am I doing, what is my priorities. Focus is kind of the energy I'm getting. So I'm getting a lot of energy of focus over the next 3 months, refocusing and noticing your thoughts, noticing where those thoughts take you, and trying to create something better from the low feelings, if that makes sense. I also feel a lot of you with the Page of Swords speaking up for yourself more in terms of your career. Like I said, asking for help when you need it. Because when we ask, we can receive. But if we don't ask, we will stay stuck with all of this. You get what I mean? So I just feel for a lot of you, there's this energy of, if we all stand together and we all put it in together, if you're not working with anyone, you can maybe use it in a different context where maybe it's like, okay, my support system. How can I get my support system to help me in some way? For example, I do readings, a lot of personal readings, and during the day while I'm doing my readings, my boyfriend will clean the house to ease some of that. So it's all about the support system here and having good communication skills. And even if we don't have good communication skills, learning, because the Page of Swords is all about learning. So I feel for you, my pal number 3s, in the next 3 months, you're going to have a lot of celebrations in terms of your career and success there. Though I will say that celebration comes through really putting in your focus and creating that foundation of independence for yourself. That was your career reading, my pal number 3s. I'm now going to be taking a look at love in a moment. My pal number 3s, I'm now starting to look at your energies in love. The first card we have is the Dragon with power and strength. Interestingly enough, here, I just noticed here, it kind of looks like a selenite wand. Not really, but now that I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing it. Like, it kind of looks like that in my mind. So maybe some of you are going through some type of cleansing or restructuring in love, where you're cleansing away the old energies to bring in the new. So the first card we have for you is sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay. The second card we have is guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Wonderful. Next we have the Empress. Beautiful. And we have the Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Materials, which is the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have the Devil. And we have the Six of Emotions, which is the Six of Cups. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles right next to the other Four of Pentacles. So that energy is amplified here. We have the Moon. We have the Magician. And lastly, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to make sure your cards are organized, and I'll be with you in a minute. My pile number 3s. I already see what is going on here in terms of your love life and what is happening over the next 3 months. For some of you, I feel a lot of you in the past with the 6 of Cups here have been in toxic relationships that have left you feeling scarred in some way. This person with the Devil right next to the Emperor may have used a lot of, and also the Devil right opposite the Magician, may have used a lot of manipulation tactics, or kind of just this energy of like power and control over you, power play, because we even see that with the dragon here. And when we think of dragons, they breathe fire. So it's almost like maybe this person had a lot of anger towards you, put that towards you, or just said mean, nasty things, or did that with their actions, and it burnt you. We even see the fire here. Although it burnt you, I do see this, is it called a moth? So it's almost like it burnt you and it really hurt you, but I do see you transforming from that, my pile number 3s. For those that are currently in relationships with partners that are like this, I see some of you, perhaps it's not really easy to leave this connection or marriage. Perhaps you hold on to them, or you rely on them for income, or even children. Like maybe some of you have children and you're not able to quite fully leave yet until you have a plan in place for stability for your children. Maybe some of you are living with this person and these circumstances aren't quite right to leave yet. Maybe some of you just feel like very attached to this person, where maybe you feel like, okay, I feel really attached to this person and I just quite can't let go yet. Though I do see with the Moon card, the Moon usually represents mother energy, and we also have guiding children. So that's why I said some of you have children with this person and you're not quite able to leave yet, but your spirit guides are letting you know you're strong enough to build a foundation for yourself and plan your exit, plan your escape, so that you can really take care of your kids, and also honor your sensitivity and honor your emotional needs. So yeah, even with the Magician here, for some of you, this person may be very good at lying and manipulating to control the situation or control how you feel. And I feel like here with the Queen of Wands as well, perhaps this that has happened in the past has maybe affected your confidence in dating and in relationships, and has perhaps left you feeling not as happy or not as confident or powerful as you really are. Like, it's kind of like that feeling, but you are still powerful because we have the dragon here. So my pile number 3s, if you are in a situation, I would really suggest trying to, if you are in a situation like this where the situation is toxic and you need to leave as soon as possible, I would suggest really trying to come up with a plan in place, consistently every day, working towards that plan. How am I going to get a safe space to live? How am I going to get a place for the kids? How am I going to get income if I need to get income? What am I going to do to create safety and security for myself to be in a safe situation and environment? My pile number 3s. So those were just for some of the people here. Remember, there are a mix of different energies. For those that have had those connections in the past, I see you over the next 3 months really consistently looking at your emotions, analyzing them, holding them close, and then when you feel like you are like ready to let go, then letting go of it and finding your flow again, finding your sense of confidence again. Also releasing a lot of emotions with the moon, maybe even having dreams where your dreams are releasing that certain emotion. For example, like repressed anger that maybe you don't show in daily life. And I feel for a lot of you, you are very, very sensitive souls. And I want you to know your sensitivity is your power and your strength. And you're going to realize that over the next 3 months. Spirit is asking you to only surround yourself with people that are going to be soft with you. And it's not to say that that's kind of like those people are always going to leave or not be around, but it's more so the fact of I am an emotional being and I know that, so I can't be around someone that is constantly hurting and jabbing at my feelings. I need someone that matches my energy and can hold me safe and gently without damaging. You know, she's holding the coin very gently. So it's like you need someone like that, whereas someone who is not so sensitive can have someone like that that can joke like that and be that way with no problem. But it all depends on who we are and what is best for us according to who we are, what aligns with us in that way. So I see here with the Empress, there's this energy of you moving forward with a lot of strength. And this strength may be hidden to you. You're going to find more and more of it over the next 3 months. You're going to find yourself flowing through life more, being much happier. You see the sun's coming out. Here she's indoors, here she's outside. So perhaps you're feeling safe enough to go back out into the dating world. The Empress shows a lot of growth. So I feel a lot of growth over the next 3 months in terms of your situation. And for some of you, I feel you're going to be creating a lot of stability and structure for yourself over the next 3 months in your love life, where you are releasing the old emotions to create this new sense of safety and security in terms of love. Also really analyzing what is it that I need to feel safe and secure in my connections, and do I need someone that's really going to treat me gently and really just honor my emotions and my sensitivity as well. So I see with the Magician here, a lot of you taking these emotions and creating something better for yourself, because the Magician goes from this energy toxic relationship to no, actually I don't want to experience what I experienced in the past. I'm going to create something different for myself. And the way you can create something different for yourself is avoiding harsh people, avoiding people who are not so kind, who just don't really care about that side of your feelings, my pile number 3s. So now that was your love reading. I'm now going to be taking a look at your finances. I'll be with you in just a bit. My pile number 3s, we're now going to be taking a look into your finances. The first card we have here is Joy, which is really beautiful to see as the first card. So we have here fairness. The situation, your finances, will be handled in a fair and just manner. We have Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So straight away, I kind of feel the energy of the divine helping you out in a way in your finances. We have the Ten of Cups, a very beautiful card. We have the Death card. We have the Nine of Inspiration, which is the Nine of Wands. We have the Five of Materials, which is the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. Interesting, the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, my pile number 3s. That's very exciting to see. We have the Death card. 2 Death cards. Interesting. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So I'm just going to organize your cards, my pile number 3s, quickly, and then I will be back in just a few minutes, in just a second. My pile number 3s, for your finances, I see the energy of a major ending and transformation here. But I don't necessarily see this ending as bad. I see a lot of you feeling like maybe a lot of you have money wounds with the medicine woman and the healing and everything. Perhaps some of you have money wounds with the Five of Pentacles as well, like growing up in childhood, perhaps not having enough emotionally or physically, which teaches us to have a kind of lack mindset when it comes to other factors of our life. So I see a lot of you healing these emotions, healing these deep-seated things that happened to you when you were a kid, that reframed your mind to think with lack, but now you are giving to that side of yourself where, you know, you've been through some things. It has been tough to go forward and move forward, but it's almost like the universe is bringing you some kind of justice where you turn inwards and you heal, and you're like, okay, I've noticed I always feel this energy of lack when I'm buying something, or when I want something, or guilt, or this and this. Where do these feelings stem from? What is the root of these feelings? What was said to me? What was programmed to me as a kid that formed my beliefs about money? So with this healing, I feel it has a lot to do with, you know, your subconscious mind and the way you think in general, my pile number 3s. And it's like you're healing this inner child version of you to see money as something a lot better. So for example, maybe some of you grew up viewing money as bad, but now you're viewing it in a more playful light because she's holding a fish. Perhaps some of you viewed money as not easy to find or get, and now you're viewing it in a more playful light where you're like, oh, money is actually great, it's easy to get. And you're reframing the way you think about money, because the Ace of Swords is all about mindset. So the change happening here is in your emotions and your mindset and your belief around money. And through you feeling these feelings and releasing them in some way, there is a change here happening, an ending and a rebirth of your emotions and how you feel about money, my pile number 3s. We even see the energy of transformation with the moth again, and with the spider web, the energy of creating your reality like a spider. So I see that through this healing, you're going to find yourself being very satisfied with the changes you made in your mindset over the next 3 months, my pile number threes. And a lot of you are going to see a difference in the way you deal with money now, where you're not seeing it as much as a challenge as you used to, and you're starting to see it more like, even with the grapes here, money is for me to enjoy, for me to celebrate with. We go from this lightning to celebrations here in the 10 of Cups to maybe only having enough for me to be satisfied, to having enough to share with everybody. The Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant card. So I feel you go from the sense of woundedness, the sense of like, I need to persevere and try my best to push through, to money is easy to make. I make so much more money than I used to. So this simple change in your mindset is going to create a lot of external changes for you, my pile number threes. As we say, your internal world is a reflection of your external world. And I see by the end of this 3 months, a lot of you being very fulfilled, being able to share your money with family, friends, loved ones, feeling much more playful, like I can go out, I can go have fun. The Wheel of Fortune here means things are going to change for you in a different direction, my pile number threes. And it seems the universe is helping you out here. We even have a dove by the Fairness card. So there's just more of that sense of the divine and joy and just feeling a lot better after these 3 months, my pile number three. So that was your finance reading, my pile number threes. I really hope that this resonated and that this gave you clarity and helped you in your journey in terms of love, career, and finances. If you like this video, please go give it a like. Please comment if anything resonated, and please subscribe. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.